to Elevate Your Energy. How are y'all doing? I hope that everybody is doing well. Today, if you're watching it today anyways, today is the full moon in Pisces. And we also have a total lunar eclipse. So, I'm going to start off by talking about both of those. And I'm also going to give y'all the downloads that I have been getting, channel messages, any signs and synchronicities to look forward to. And then we can get started into the collective. And then I'm going to be doing personal readings after the collective. So for anyone who's here live on TikTok, we can get into some readings on the live. Okay, so like I said, full moon in Pisces today, if you're watching this today. If you're watching this at a later time on YouTube, that is okay. I'm sure that the messages are still going to resonate for you how they need to. And for any other full moon or full moon and total eclipse that we get into, then this information is going to hit. Okay, so today we have the full moon in Pisces, and we also have the total lunar eclipse. And a lot of y'all might have been seeing that the moon is going to look red today. So today is a very open portal. Today is a great day for you to actually release. Full moons in general are the times to release, whereas the new moon is the time to manifest and call in and bring in what it is that you want. But for the full moon, this is your time to release. And specifically, y'all want to pay attention to releasing at this time what Spirit has been telling you to release. If Spirit has been telling you to let go of certain people, it's time to do it. If Spirit has been telling you to let go of certain items, in particular, especially because certain items that you get from certain people, they hold energy, right? Spirit could have been telling you to let go of mindsets, habits that haven't been serving you. Anything that Spirit has been telling you to let go of, there's a need for you to let it go at this time, okay? And trust the process with that too, because sometimes we'll get messages, right? And we may not know why Spirit is calling us to let go of certain people, places, or things, right? And maybe like our human selves or our egos might want to hold on. But there's a need to trust the process, because if Spirit is directing you and continues to direct you to let go of a certain thing, it's because it's not loading. Okay, so it could not be loading, mean that it's not going anywhere. Whatever it is that you're holding on to is not going anywhere. It's not serving you in that sense. There's no progress being made. It's kind of keeping you stagnant, right? But also, Spirit could be calling you to let go of certain people, places, or things because they're no longer aligned on your path. And it's having them there is what's keeping you stagnant and not letting you to fully move forward, or for your manifestations or your blessings to be brought in, because they can't be brought in with those specific set of people, places, or things around, right? I know sometimes we have like strong connections to certain people, places, or things, right? And so we may not understand why Spirit is calling for us to let those people, places, or things go, but it's because, one, you might be in a season of needing to learn detachment, but also there is a good possibility that if you're aligning with my collective right now and aligning with this message, that there's a new level for you to get to. There's a new expression in your authenticity that it is that you need to reach. And maybe with those people, places, and things, they're not the environment that you need to fully blossom and bloom, okay? So with this new moon, okay, so new moon is very significant for y'all. There's going to be a need to pay attention when the next new moon is coming, for y'all to really get clear, even leading up to the new moon. This is probably why I'm having to tell you this now. There's a need for y'all to start thinking about what it is that you want to manifest, right? Y'all are likely in this magician energy, empress energy, where y'all could be focusing on creation, creativity, and there's a need for y'all to get clear on your vision, or get clear on what it is that you actually want to bring forward at this time, so that once the new moon comes around, you're very clear on what it is that you manifest, and you can handle your manifestation rituals at that time how you need to, clearly and effectively, okay? But for this full moon, there's a need for y'all to clear out space. there's a need for you to make space, right? So the next thing I want to talk about is decluttering, okay? There's a need for some of y'all to declutter your space. There's a need for some of y'all to let go of old items, clothes, anything that you haven't been using in a while, haven't really picked up. Like, you keep looking at it and it kind of is an eyesore, it kind of bothers you, but you haven't been doing anything about it. There's a need for you to let that go. Especially in that case, if you have an item in your house or in your room or something that you keep looking at it, but you don't actually, like, do anything with it, it's taking energy away from you that you could be putting towards something else, right? That's why it needs to go. It's not serving you, so it needs to go. Any old papers that you need to shred, any documents that you need to sort through, anything that you've been holding on to that you don't need anymore, it's time to let those things go. Okay? So, with that, a lot of y'all could be releasing not just physical things, but also emotionally. So if you find yourself feeling like your energy is kind of like off or different than how you normally feel like it is, thank you, Off Style Official. Welcome in. There's a need for y'all to, your emotions. Sorry, with Pisces and your emotions. Your emotions could be heightened in this time. Your emotions could be like kind of all over the place. You could be feeling a little off. That's totally normal. Just pay attention to what's normal for you. Pay attention to your own emotions. This is going to be a great time to journal, write things down, record how you're feeling, let out how you're feeling on paper. Right? And then if you wrote down some things that you want to release specifically or let go of or not hold on to, you can shred the paper, you can burn the paper, you can rip it up, dispose of it, you could give it to the earth, however it is that you want to do it, but you want to release at this time. And like I said, if your emotions are all over the place or you're feeling a lot of things, it's okay to cry, right? Crying is a form of releasing for your body. I talk about EFT tapping a lot too. It'll look like tapping here, tapping here, tapping here, tapping here, tapping on your shoulders, even like this kind of formation, but EFT tapping, if you're not familiar. But that's going to help you release any stagnant emotions, old emotions, especially if you're journaling, or especially if you're just like talking, letting things out, releasing things are coming up. Like, you could have been having like visions or just a lot of thoughts and stuff ruminating from the past. EFT tapping will help you clear that from your system and get it up and out of you, along with movement too. Movement's going to be super helpful at this time if you're feeling a lot of emotions and things that are coming up to the surface. Okay, so with that, you also in this time and with this full moon, hi Mary, welcome in. Hi Stace, thank you. So with this full moon, you're definitely wanting to pay attention to gratitude as well. Be mindful of, and this is a reminder to speak out the things that you're grateful for too, right? In all this releasing, there's also a need to like also speak on what you're thankful for. Thankful for all the things that are staying and that do serve you and have been positive and are helping you on your path forward. All right, because many of us are actively living in answered prayers, right? We are actively seeing our manifestations come through that we have wanted once upon a time ago, right? So I know that it can be hard to kind of let go of certain things, but there are certain things that we actively do have, or that are actively making their way in at this time, that we should be practicing gratitude for. And will also just help balance out your mood too. Okay, so changing your wallpaper, like your wallpaper literally in your room or your wallpaper on your phone, could have been significant. You could have changed that recently, or you could have been thinking about it. These are just random confirmations. You could have been seeing ambulances recently. That could be significant. The number 77 could be significant. And specifically July 7th. So That's a 2-month time frame literally from today when I'm recording this. So 2 months could be significant, 2 months ago, or 2 months coming. 2 months from now, you could see the results of what you've released in this full moon and eclipse cycle. But also, if you journal or have kept journals, go back to your journal entries from July 7th or around that date, whether that be this year or previous years, because there could be something significant you need to see about that date. Okay, like I said, I'm just running through these downloads for y'all before we get into the collective. So, your inner child might need to be seen and held right now, right? So there might be a need for y'all to treat yourselves to something that you know that your inner child liked once upon a time, whether that be like a meal, a treat, a game, a song, a show, anything. You'll know what resonates for you. So I'm gonna give y'all 2 songs. So the first song is Bright by Kehlani. That's Bright by Kehlani. That's going to be for your inner child, speaking to your inner child. And then for the adult you, or the version of you that you currently are right now, the song I have for you is I Am Light by India Arie. I Am Light by India Arie. Okay, those are going to be 2 songs for you to help your inner child feel seen and heard, but also to bridge all the progress that you have made from then until now. Okay, some more numbers for y'all. 1212 could be significant, okay? Also 1221, so mirrored numbers. We have 444, 22, and 17. Those numbers could be significant, or you could have just been seeing those a lot. You could have also been seeing ascending or descending numbers like 234, which is going up, or 321, which is going down. Okay. As well as ducks, cherries, and strawberries could be significant for the collective. Jack-o'-lanterns could be significant, or Halloween decorations, like seeing Halloween decorations already put up outside people's yards, or Halloween decorations already starting to be set up around the house could be significant. A teaser or a preview to something could be significant for someone. A tease could be significant as well. Take it how it resonates. Geminis have been popping up a lot. So a Gemini could be significant, or you could have a significant Gemini placement. And going viral or something being a sensation could be significant. The movie The Matrix, or Red Pill, Blue Pill, dodging bullets, any and all of that could be significant to you. As well as Moana 1 and Moana 2, but specifically the song How Far I'll Go. That song, How Far I'll Go, could be significant at this time. So if any of those resonate with y'all, also, last one, sorry. You Forgot to Love Me by Sukihana, okay? You Forgot to Love Me. You forgot to love me. Okay. That Suki is a Scorpio, so Scorpios could be significant. You Forgot to Love Me by Sukihana could be significant. Okay. So, let's see what we want to get into, Spirit. What do we want to talk about for the collective? Hermit mode could be significant. That was at the bottom of the deck. Some of y'all could have been meditating, contemplating, really just reevaluating and reflecting on things at this time. So let's see, Spirit. What's going on for the collective? Okay, so 3 of Cups. There could be some celebrations. Something to celebrate coming up. It could be somebody's birthday. Okay, that's a lot of cards. But Judgment is here. So, heavy on reflecting. Y'all could have been completing a cycle in regards to conflict or past conflict, right? With the 8 of Wands out here. Heavy on, I said incoming text message, incoming phone call, incoming. So communication is very significant for y'all right now. Heavy, I'm gonna say it again. So with the Hangman here, y'all could have been finding that you are heavily like changing perspectives, looking at things from a different point of view, letting go of what no longer serves you. We have death and rebirth out here. So heavy on this full moon energy of releasing, letting go of what doesn't serve you, right? Y'all could have been going inwards and really being honest with yourselves about where it is that you want to go and where it is that you want to ascend to, and realizing that certain people, places, and things just can't go with you at this point in the journey, right? And that could have been making some of y'all feel conflicted here with the 5 of Wands. You could have literally been fighting. Energy has been significant. Even from my last video with 30 for 30, fighting energy. So I don't know, collective, like y'all could have been encountering fights or arguments or disagreements with people, specifically because you're choosing yourself in this time. Or you could have just internally been feeling conflicted over the fact that it's time to release certain people, places, and things. Or you could have, or spirit. So we got 3 things. Or spirit, your ancestors, your guides, they could have been making things more challenging. Like, things could be feeling more challenging around you at this time. We had you're being tested is out here too, right? Things could be feeling a bit chaotic or conflicted at this time because Spirit's making things uncomfortable for you because it's time for you to go. You're no longer needed there. That could be significant for somebody. But whatever it is that you have going on right now in your comfort zone, they needed to shake things up so that you could actually move out of that space, right? And it's like once you come to that realization, and for some of y'all, you have already decided to let go. So you're completing a cycle with the World card here. You're allowing yourself to really step into the spotlight for some of y'all with all this glowing energy. But you're also just allowing yourself to walk away from the conflict and just choose yourself and choose what's higher for you, right? That could be the 411. That could be the incoming message, right? But also, new opportunities, new communications could be flooding in for you because you've actually decided to close out a cycle, let things go. So 1010 could be significant for you. You could have been seeing 1010 a lot. And yeah, all of this conflict and strife and like confusion, back and forth energy potentially, like could have put you in a timeout in a sense, or you could have just been like, let me just stay to myself, let me do me, and let me just think, let me just breathe, and let me figure out what's going on, right? And you taking the time for yourself is actually allowing you the space to realize you're literally in a transition period, you're in a transformation period, you're in a death and rebirth time, and things are getting uprooted so that new seeds can be planted. Looking up at the stars at nighttime, or like even early in the nighttime for the stars could be significant, but watching the sunrise could be significant for somebody as well. Galaxy theme or galaxy print could be significant for y'all. But yeah, Hermit's back at the bottom, so y'all could be coming out of hermit mode, and some of y'all could be a little bit timid about that. You could be having like hot and cold energy around that. You could be like wanting to get out of hermit mode but not really sure how to do it. And so for some of y'all, it's kind of like making you feel like 1 foot in the new, 1 foot in the old. And they're like, if things have been feeling really like complicated, conflicted, like chaos kind of just popped up, it's because Spirit's trying to urge you fully into the new. They don't want you to hold on to the past, but you got to do the work. But Spirit's here to support you. So let's see. I got a new deck. The back of it says, what's the gossip? Let's see. What messages need to come out for y'all? Okay, gaslighted came out. Reality distortion, emotional manipulation, questioning sanity, you're imagining things. So, some of y'all could have had people around you. Thank you. Yeah, they're so cute. I'm going to show y'all the cards. So, gaslighted came out. It kind of gives me like comic book vibes or like graffiti or something to that effect. But I've been working with these cards. I really like them. So some of y'all could have been gaslighted recently or been feeling gaslighted. Some of y'all could be in your head a lot or ruminating or questioning things. Like seeing ghosts came out here before too. Yeah, seeing ghosts and entities. So some of y'all are probably wondering like, did I really just saw what I think I saw? You are sane. You are fine if you're questioning your sanity. You're okay. You're spiritual. You might just be having new spiritual gifts coming online. But for some of y'all who are becoming aware of emotional manipulation around you, or people who have been like telling you one thing but meaning another, or they're kind of talking you out of your spot, like that's being highlighted right now. And that's one of the things that you need to let go of with this full moon is people who have been gaslighting you or led you to feel gaslighted in your reality. If that's a message that Spirit has been giving to you for a while, there's a need for you to let go. Yeah, because the love is toxic. We have toxic love at the bottom here. It says pain disguised as passion, addictive patterns, harmful attachment, can't live without. So, you could have, and somebody could have been triggered by me just saying that. Real bad. But toxic love is out here with gaslighted. It's the overall energy confirming gaslighted. So there could be connections around you. This could be romantic. This could be platonic. This could be familiar. Take it familiar. Ooh. So this could have been going on for a while. This could be something that you're familiar with, and this might be a habit or a pattern that you need to break or close out with the World card, or this is something you've actively done. But yeah. Collective, like if you have a history of addictive patterns, there's a need to cut that out and release that. You don't deserve toxic love, collective, and you don't deserve pain disguised as passion, and you don't have to convince yourself that pain is passion either. Not in this season. Behind the Mask came out. Hidden emotions, concealing true self, afraid to show reality, no one sees the real me. Yeah, with this collective, there's a need for y'all to really let go of the masks. And we have, yeah, I'm going to get to what's at the bottom of the deck. But that card that flew out, Behind the Mask. Hidden emotions, concealing true self, afraid to show reality, no one sees the real you. So collective, there's a need for y'all to let go of the mask. There's a need to unmask. That's one of the cycles that needs to close out with this full moon in Pisces, especially if you are a Pisces or have prominent placements in your chart. With this Pisces full moon and this total eclipse is a huge portal and a time for you to be able to release all that does not serve you. And one of those things is the mask. Y'all could have been wearing a mask in the workplace. Y'all could have been wearing a mask even around people that you considered friends or family members. Like maybe you're just not showing people the real you. And the real you, I'm hearing, is not even like something that you need to conceal or hide. Like, I don't know if people have made you feel like gaslighted. People have made you feel like the real you, the authentic you, is too much or undeserving or not enough, or like there's something wrong with you, but there's nothing wrong with you. Like, you could have your own like secrets or things it is that you feel like it is that you want to hide, but I'm hearing even those don't make you unlovable. Hi, Dorothea. Dortha? Wait. Tell me how to say your name correctly. I don't want to mess it up. Tell me how to say your name correctly. But hi, welcome in. And welcome in to everybody who's been coming in. Okay, so we have retirement goals. So there, yeah, heavy on retiring the mask. Retiring the mask. Doretha! Okay, thank you. There's a need for y'all to retire the mask. Like, I don't know how much more clear it could get. There's a need to retire the mask. It's a need to put it down. You no longer need it anymore. You're no longer in survival mode. Survival mode no longer needs you. There's a need to disconnect, okay? And retirement goal says long-term stability, future planning, relaxation earned, living the dream. You earn this period, this season of relaxation, collective. There's a need for y'all to, I have breathe in, breathe out. There's a need for y'all to just relax, trust in spirit, trust in your guides, and trust that everything is working out for your highest good and that things are coming together. So let's see. We got soul contracts here. Faded connections, karmic relationships, spiritual agreements destined to meet. So yeah, there's a need for you to let go of the mask and retire it because your soul tribe is being brought in. Your soul tribe that's why you need to this full moon is so significant. There's a need for you to release because space needs to be created for your new. All the new manifestations, all the new friends, the new jobs, the new version of yourself that's confident and really like owns them who they are and steps into the spotlight, right? There's a need for that to for the new soul contracts to come in. So you have to break ties with the old soul contracts, the old contracts that have already like ran their course, right? Because you're glowing up, collective. I was just telling y'all in the last reading how fine y'all look. Y'all are glowing up. Y'all have glowed up. Like, self-improvements, finding your confidence, personal transformations better than ever. And you see how they're wearing red and I'm wearing red. I'm a reflection of y'all, collective, okay? Y'all are really grounding your energy. You are stepping into your passions and what truly excites you. You are glowing up. You are radiant. You are shining. And that's what the world needs to see. Not the mask. They don't need to see the mask. They don't need to see the representative or the person you felt like you need to portray yourself to be. They need to see you fully glowing and shining as your full self. Right? It's like, okay, and we have red flags here. So with red flags here, one, you feeling the need to hide behind the mask is a red flag. It should be a red flag to you because it's showing you that there are people who are around you, places that you're in, or something where you feel like you need to shrink or you need to hide or you need to conceal. Should be a red flag to you internally that something's not right here, something's not in alignment with your energy. You don't need to be here. The color red is clearly significant though. But flags could also be significant. But for some of y'all, you could have been avoiding the red flags of situations with people for so long, right? Confirmation, if y'all heard my alarm just going off right there. The number 4 could be significant, but I was talking about conflict earlier, y'all. Y'all could have been like seeing people's true colors, but like avoiding the red flags or choosing not to see them. There's a need to let go of that. Yeah, because this is what I was going to show y'all before. We have love bombed at the bottom of the deck. So intense affection, too quickly, excessive attention, overwhelming charm, and hidden control. So for some of y'all in the collective, you're letting go of love bombers, being love bombing people. Y'all are letting go of not seeing the red flags and not taking them seriously. Yeah, and you're letting go of plastic smiles. That was behind love bombed at the bottom. You're letting go of fake connections where you feel like you have to perform, connections where you feel like you have to wear your mask, pretend to be somebody else who you're not, pretend to be somebody who you no longer are. There's a need for y'all to let go of the plastic smiles. Y'all don't gotta smile in nobody's faces no more, especially if they broke promises to you and made you feel like you weren't worth it. You don't need to keep smiling in these people's faces, collective. That's part of what you're being called to let go of at this time. Okay. Let's see. What else for the collective spirit? Creativity. Have fun. Express yourselves in new ways. Yeah, y'all are being called at this time to step into your creativity. And pay attention. I cannot make this up. I'm about to show y'all. And declutter. I told y'all declutter at the beginning of this. There's a need to let go of old items. Create sacred space for yourself, collective. So, for y'all who need to get rid of clothes, paperwork, old shoes, old things, old items that you keep staring at that you don't like it, but you just keep looking at it, like y'all having a staring contest, y'all need to let go of that, okay? But creativity came out. So, first of all, y'all are super creative. Your ideas that you bring forward, like, in all aspects, could be in the workplace, it could be, like, art, drawing and stuff to that sense, but your creativity in general, writing, like, just how you think, it's something about how your brain just works. Like, y'all are super creative, and there's a need for y'all to really put your creativity at the forefront and really have fun with it. Spirit might be calling y'all to lean into creative projects, or just taking on some type of hobby or something that puts you in that creative space. Sacral chakra could be significant as well. The color orange. Okay, so we have pay attention that came out next. Look out for the signs from the divine. Acknowledge the red flags. The red flags. Okay, so for y'all who have been avoiding red flags prior to this Pisces full moon, thank y'all for the follows. There's a need for y'all to pay attention to the red flags moving forward. Beyond this Pisces moon, Spirit is not playing with y'all. Red flags came out twice here. I know y'all can see it. Like, there's a need for y'all to start paying attention. Moving forward, Spirit needs y'all to pay attention and stop ignoring. Stop ignoring the fact that you're out of alignment with certain people or that you feel weird about them. Stop ignoring when you feel uncomfortable in certain spaces, and stop ignoring that sensation that's making you feel like, I don't actually want to be here, but feeling like you have to stay. Stop ignoring that. That's your intuition talking to you. That's your intuition, and your intuition, collective, is super strong, and there's a need for y'all to really pay attention to it and not force anything, okay? So we also got leap of faith out here. So take a risk, stepping into the beauty of the unknown. So pay attention to what's no longer serving you and trust that you can let those things go. Hi, Miss Gavin. I love that apple by your name. Teachers could be significant. There's a need to take a leap of faith. Take a leap of faith towards what it is that you actually want. The realities and the desires and the dreams you have been thinking about for so long. And there's a need to step away from what's not serving you, right? Use your discernment with, like, the timing and everything. We might even get into the timing, but there's a need to take a leap of faith towards what's really serving you, for the friendships and the connections, the soul tribes that's wanting to come in, and away from what's not serving you anymore. Because Spirit wants y'all lounging on a beach, like vibing and chilling. They don't want you stressed out, feeling like overwhelmed, or like feeling like you need to find ways to, like, just breathe and calm yourself. No, they want you calm. They want your nervous system balanced, okay? What else for the collective, Spirit? What else for the collective? For some of y'all, you could be on your honeymoon, or honeymooning could be significant. Y'all could have love on the brain. We could definitely get into love. But, yeah, the main message is still here. Black sheep came out. So some of y'all could be in a rebellious time, or y'all could be like really just stepping into your authenticity, but people around you are looking at you like you're a rebel. But y'all could also just resonate with feeling like the black sheep of your family or the black sheep of your friend groups. You're always the one who kind of just thinks differently, does things differently, goes in your own direction, dresses differently. But that's what makes you unique, collective. I have doing too much, excessive, overindulgent. People could have felt like you were excessive, overindulgent, do too much, you're too dramatic, you're too much, quiet down, like, and you could have felt super isolated, right? But there's a need for you to like stop dimming your stuff, like step into your full self, like be your full self. That is the message. Let's see. You know what, let's ask Spirit, what can the collective do to really like embody this new energy? Time to go. The number 45 could be significant. Message in a bottle. Okay. So time to go was the first one that came out. The number 45 could be significant. But the way that you step into this new energy and your authentic energy is by truly walking away. Walking away and letting go of and releasing. Heavy emphasis on this full moon and eclipse. Walking away from what you know doesn't serve you anymore, what Spirit has been guiding you to let go of. There's a need to trust. Trust that if you walk away, that you're going to be taken care of, right? Because some of y'all could be currently stuck in a never-ending story, like in a never-ending loop. The number 37 could be significant, but it's because you're sitting and ruminating. You're like, it's like you're waiting on a sign, but it's like Spirit already and your ancestors already gave you the signs. Like, I'm a sign right now if you felt like you needed another sign to actually walk away and let things go and trust that things are going to be okay, right? The number 9 is significant, right? So this is the number 9. Time to go is the first card out. The number 9, confirmation. The number 9 is significant, and then here we have the number 10. 37 adds up 10. There's a need for you to literally like walk along this mirrored camera. There's a need for y'all to walk along the path and make progress. Go from the 9 to the 10. Move forward. Move on. And then we have message in a bottle. So it feels like this is a message Spirit has already been bringing to you through multiple sources, through multiple avenues, and like this is your like big push to just let it go, right? Because on the other side of that, number 9 again, Treasure Island is at the bottom. They're leading y'all towards Treasure Island, even if you may not be able to see it super clearly, even if you're scared because you're not sure what's on the other side. Treasure Island is on the other side. Your soulmate is on the other side. Peace is on the other side. The number 5 is significant. That's change. Milk and honey is on the other side, right? All you can see, collective, if this is you, all you're seeing is like you being in your head, being worried. You might know that you need to end certain connections, but you're not exactly sure how to say it or how to like put your words together. And if that's the case, just DM me. If you want to speak privately, you could also book a reading. We could talk about it. But yeah, it's like you're not sure. It's like you know what you need to do, collective, but for some of y'all, it's like you feel like you don't know how to go about it exactly. And that's the part that's kind of like stressing y'all out or like making y'all feel like overwhelmed. But the thing is, Spirit is really calling for y'all to trust your instincts, trust your intuition, right? Even like with this Pisces full moon, Pisces came out earlier, like y'all are highly intuitive. There's a need for y'all to trust that when you're coming from a genuine place and just saying what it is that you need to say, that the words are gonna flow, right? Some of y'all, I'm being guided to tell you, just write a draft. Go in your notes app, write a draft. Go in your journal, just write something down. If you're on your laptop, type something out. Just type out what it is that you actually want to say as it's coming out. Don't try to make it sound pretty or sound nice. Just say it as is. Don't filter yourself. No filter. I think I had no filter out here as well. But if I didn't, that's okay. Yeah, but I have no forcing it. So don't force it. Just write exactly what's coming to mind and what's in your head and just say it plain as day. Then, once you have all of it just out, just purge it out. Then you can go back and edit it. You can, because you'll be able to see like if there's some aspect of what you're saying that's missing. Some part that sounds a little too harsh, you want to clean it up. Some part that, you know, you haven't acknowledged something clearly that you want to say. Then you can go back and edit it. But for those of y'all who are just kind of stuck, you just kind of not sure what to do, there's a need for y'all to just say the thing, write the thing as it needs to be said. Even if it doesn't come out pretty, like Spirit understands where you're at and they're just trying to meet you where you're at. Say the thing, write the thing. Once you get it out, you can clean it up afterwards. But especially if you're like, there's a text message, especially if there's like a text message or something that you're trying to write it down. Even if there's a phone call you want to make. If you want to have a phone call, you want to have a conversation with the person or the people, you can prepare before you go into conversations, especially if you're somebody who kind of gets overwhelmed or feels like you don't get to say everything in the moment that you need to say. And like I said, if any of y'all are really struggling with this, you can DM me. Yeah, you can DM me. Okay, so we have balance out here and familiarity. And we have caged bird at the bottom. I'm going to show y'all. Some of y'all could be 24. You could be in your 30s. But yeah, there's a need for y'all to find balance. But things are balancing out with what you were once familiar with. You're in letting go. This is letting go of what you were familiar with, of what was your comfort zone, of what was keeping you stagnant, is what's going to create the balance. You just have to trust the process. And really take the leap of faith and trust that Spirit, God, your ancestors, they got you on the other side. Because you're you're treating yourself like a caged bird. At this point, nobody's keeping you stuck but you. And that's the Spirit's needing you to realize at this time. I cannot make this up, y'all. Cage bird at the bottom, I moved that. Reclaim your power. You're the one keeping yourself stuck at this time. You're the one. So you could be from age 24 to 28. But it's not exclusive to those ages. But you're kind of operating like a cage bird right now. Your circumstances could be making you feel trapped or like you're stuck, but there's a need for you to reclaim your power and really see, especially with the hangman that was out here, the hanged one, there's a need to see things from different perspectives and understand that you can empower yourself. You can empower yourself to make the changes that need to be made. You can empower yourself. You can find new people, new community, new perspectives that can help enlighten you to what it is that you need to know. Let's get some messages from your higher self. Let's get some messages from your higher self and some affirmations that y'all can take with y'all in this full moon. This full moon and total eclipse. Make sure that y'all are releasing the things that you need to release. Release the things, the people, places, things that Spirit has shown you and told you time and time again to release. Okay. Higher selves of the collectives. What do they need to know? Spirit, God, ancestors, spirit guides, higher beings, higher protectors. What does the collective need to be reminded of at this time? says, you have many layers of truth to discover. Y'all are deep, collective. Y'all have a lot of depth to you. You're not one-sided. You're multifaceted. There's so many layers of yourself that you need to, that is there for you to uncover and discover. But the only way that you'll be able to really like see those parts of yourself is if you allow yourself to be seen. And if you allow yourself, like we were talking about before, to take the mask off and to just show up as your authentic self. Because in that, spirit can actually align you with peoples and places that reflect the real you back to you. So, a lot came out, but I'm going to read them to y'all because they could be significant. You've had the power all along. You just need to believe it. Talk about a confirmation. You've had the power all along. You just need to believe it. Your dreams are never farther than you can reach. So any dreams that you have, collective, any like visions that you've been having, things that you want to bring into fruition, goals that you have, they're not out of your reach. You're seeing them, they're coming up because you are the one who can make them happen. You can achieve them, and you can do that in this lifetime. This says, when you bond with someone in spirit, you both become a greater force for good. When you bond with someone in spirit, you both become a greater force for good. So, that's part of that, like, aligning with your soul tribe. When you show up as the real you, you're going to attract, you're going to magnetize people towards you who are for your highest good, who get you, who understand you, right? Everyone doesn't have to get you. Everyone doesn't have to understand you. But the right people will, and those are the people who you can join forces with, and that's magic. This says, as you connect to spirit, you draw closer to your higher self. So there might be a need for meditation, really being real with yourself, going inwards, calling on God, calling on spirit, calling on the ancestors, calling on the universe, calling on whoever it is that you work with, and asking for their help. Literally asking out loud for their help. Literally. This says, look for the signs that will guide you to the destiny you have known all along. Look for the signs that will guide you to the destiny you have known all along. I'm one of those signs, collective. We're going to get ready to wrap up. But love was coming out a little bit earlier, and I feel like some of y'all might be curious about love. Who knows, this might come out as a self-love message. But we're going to see. I'm going to pull from this deck, and I'm going to pull from this one, and then we're going to close out. If anything wants to come out of here. I was just feeling drawn to it. Yeah, there's a need for some of y'all to put some things out of sight, out of mind. If it's not serving you, let it go. Okay, love messages for the collective. What do they have to look forward to? Even if this is love within themselves. Any messages for the collective? Soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. Really? I feel like we have make the effort here too. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. I feel like for collective, I feel like a lot of y'all, love has been like something that has been guiding you your entire life. And I don't know if love has been like challenging for y'all, or love has just taken a long time to come in, or something to that effect. But I feel like this is telling me, yeah, it says finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. And then we have let go of control issues, allow this situation to unfold naturally. And new love is behind that. So I just feel like collective, the focus right now is on yourself. The focus is on you. Collective, the focus right now is on yourself. The focus is on you. balancing out your emotions, clearing out what doesn't serve you so you can make space for the new, letting go of mindsets, habits, patterns, control issues that haven't served you, letting go of the mask. That's huge. Letting go of pretending. And I know y'all don't do it from a bad place, but letting go of not speaking up. Y'all need to speak up. You need to use your throat chakra. You need to use your voice. You need to call things out when they're not right. You need to call people out when they're not treating you right, when they kind of played in your face, when they're kind of gaslighting you, when they're kind of making you feel like you're not you're not as like good or as poppin' or as smart or intelligent as you are. Like, there's a need for y'all to use your voice, let go of control issues, work on your personal stability in your finances, but just in yourself, like your self-worth. Like, there's a need for y'all to focus on that right now. And once y'all get those things together, once Spirit sees y'all putting the effort and the action behind those things that they've been telling you to do, heavy emphasis on that, is when the new love is going to be ushered in, right? Like, first you gotta allow loving for yourself. Then you start putting yourselves, because hermit mode is coming out too. Like, a lot of y'all have gotten used to being in hermit mode. A lot of y'all have been used to being in a lot of y'all have gotten used to being in isolation. Good on your own. I got it on my own. I'm good. I don't need nobody. I don't want nobody. But there's a need. Spirit needs you out here. You have people to meet, places to see. You have assignments out here. Spirit needs you back in community. Spirit needs you out here being your real self so that people can see you dressing like your real self, talking like your real self. Because you have people out here to inspire collective. You have people who need divine messages from you. And you have people just need to see your heart, your magic, how you radiate, how you shine, right? Getting out in community is also how you going how do I say this? It's how you're gonna actually like align with, or like run into, or your person runs into you because you magnetize them towards you. It's how you're gonna attract this new love. And I really feel like this is gonna come in sooner than y'all think. But y'all just have to be patient and trust the process and focus on what Spirit has put directly in front of you. Like, I keep getting that this is a message that Spirit has been putting in front of you. And with this Pisces full moon and this total eclipse, Spirit is like, it needs to happen now. Now, because your blessings are ringing. They're running down your phone. They're texting you. They're calling you. Mind you, we started this off with husband, wife, life partners coming in. Like, these things are ready for you. It's like y'all need to just walk over the threshold. So yeah, I'm gonna close it out right there, collective. Thank y'all so much for tuning in, spending some time with me. I hope that resonated for y'all, and I hope that I'm gonna upload this video to YouTube. And yeah, I hope that y'all got the messages that you need, and that y'all feel confident enough and brave enough to actually take empowered action. Alright. Yeah. You're welcome, Sai. You're very welcome. Thank you for liking and following. I appreciate that. I was seeing you liking. I was real in the zone. But I appreciate everybody who's been liking and following the live. Also, I do personal readings too. So if you want to book a personal reading with me in private, and you want to have a conversation, you want to have some questions answered, you can always book a reading with me. I have a link in my bio. Follow the link in my bio. To my YouTube, you're going to see a link to Calendly. That's where you can book with me, or you can just email me. You can email me at contact.elevateyourenergy. And if you have any questions, you're not sure how a personal reading goes, you can just email me. We could have a consultation. We could talk. We can chat. Okay.